सी चालीस 50 जन के पाक कौन ये पीटी टीचर administrative law deals with the powers and duties of administrative authorities. Broad administrative origin France. Father of administrative law judicial. Rule of law conceived by the judicial. Rule of law three meanings: supremacy of law, equality, predominance of legal. Law made by the executive under act. Delegated legislation means law made by executive under act. Separation of powers by Montesquieu. Separation of powers by Montesquieu. Rule of law three meanings: supremacy of law, equality, predominance. Delegated legislation means law made by executive under act. Law made by executive. Delegated legislation also called subordinate legislation. Excessive delegation held void in. Excessive delegation held void. Delhi Law Act 1951. Conditional legislation example: bringing act into force on the government notification. Conditional legislation examples: Henry v. Triple I clause means power to modify act. Sub-delegation allowed when expressly permitted. Natural justice two rules. Nemo judex. Nemo judex in causa sua means no one judge in own cause. Rule against bias types. Res corpus 32 to 36. Accession to natural justice, emergency, confidentiality, impracticability, post-decisional hearing valid, urgency, Helen Maneka Gandhi. Speaking order means reasoned order. Writ mandamus not issue against private individual. Writ of certiorari issued to was order of inferior court. Was order of inferior court. Writ of certiorari issued to was order of inferior court. Writ of prohibition issued when the prevent excess jurisdiction. To prevent excess jurisdiction. Writ of prohibition is to prevent excess jurisdiction. Writ of coherent issued to test legality of public office. Locus standi relax PIL. Writ of coherent is test legality of public office. Test legality of public office. Prohibition certiorari was order of inferior court. Prohibition issued when to prevent excess jurisdiction. Locus standi relax in PIL. Administrative discretion must be reasonable, not arbitrary. Not or harassed. Administrative discretion must be reasonable, not arbitrary. Ordnance-Bury principle test for unreasonableness. Proportionality doctrine from Europe. Administrative discretion must be reasonable, not arbitrary. Prevent excess judicial. Prevent. Writ of prohibition issue. Writ of quo warranto issue to. Just legality of public office. Locus standi relax in PL. Writ of quo warranto issue. Quo warranto. Legality of public office. Prohibition issue. Prevent excess judicial. Excess judicial. Right of mandamus not issue against private individual. Motor भी हबो. Right of mandamus not issue against private individual. Locus standi relax in PL. Administrative discretion must be reasonable, not arbitrary. Discretion. Ordnance-Bury principles test for unreasonableness. Ordnance-Bury principle. Proportionality doctrine from Europe. Legitimate expectation doctrine in Council of Civil Service Unions. Legitimate expectation doctrine. Council of Civil Service Union. Promissory estoppel against government held. Motilal Padampat, 1979. Ombudsman in India, Lokpal and Lokayukt. Lokpal Act 2013, Lokpal jurisdiction in courts. PM with exception. Central Vigilance Commission established. Commission of Santhanam Committee. CBC Act 2003. Central Vigilance Commission. Tribunal under Article 323A, Service Matters. CB, Other Matters, 323B. That established Administrative Tribunals Act 1985, Administrative Tribunal. That appeals lies High Court L. Chandrakumar, 1997. That appeal lies Chandrakumar, 1997. That appeal lies L. Chandrakumar, 1997. That appeals lies to Doctrine of Pleasure of Article 3110. Doctrine of Pleasure of Article. That appeals lies. That established under Administrative Tribunals. L. Chandrakumar, 1997. Safeguards to Civil Servant Articles 311. Doctrine of Pleasure Articles 3110. Safeguards to Civil Servant Articles 311. Doctrine of Pleasure Articles. Safeguard to Civil Servant Article 311. Safeguard to Civil Servant 311. Doctrine of Pleasure Article 310. Article 311 to Article 311 to inquiry not needed when conviction impracticable security. Safeguard to civil servant 311. Carapace lies. 11 to inquiry not needed when conviction impracticable security. Tourist tortious liability of state article 300. Contractual liability of state article 299. Public undertaking liable for torts held. Nagendra 124. Public undertaking liable for torts. But no stop will not apply against statute. Tolerable legislation means indirectly doing what cannot be do directly. Teeth and substance doctrine used for. Incidental encouragement allowed with. Doctrine of severability applies when invalid parts separable. Doctrine of eclipse applies to pre-constitutional law. Doctrine of waiver Behram case. Administrative tribunal not bound by CPC but natural justice. Doctrine of waiver